Our next speaker is our Chief Marketing Officer, CMO of eXp World Holdings. She's in charge of the whole thing. We used to have Logo Universe was our marketing officer. Never mind, that's supposed to be funny. Help me welcome Courtney to the stage. Good job.
How's everyone doing? Yeah, right on, right on, right on. So here's one thing that struck me. I spent the last couple of days having conversations and listening to stories, and Michelle mentioned it earlier, this concept of people going through challenges. The word broken came up. The word that came up for me is bravery. There's a tremendous amount of bravery in this room right now. I see it, I feel it. How many of you felt brave when you got on a plane and came here? Right? How many of you choked up when you were telling a personal story and became vulnerable? That's brave. How many of you put a swimsuit on? That's effing brave right there. So, bravery. First lesson. I'm only going to probably share two things that'll really matter. One, you're brave. Two, you're the brand. So with that, I'm going to keep moving. Our brand was built by you. Plain and simple. The agent brand is hero. And I remember, I think yesterday Tina was talking a little bit about one of the things that made her pause about joining was the visual elements, right? And I want you to know, I heard that loud and clear. I had conversations with a number of people in this room. We went through thousands of surveys. We did a voting on the way it should look and feel. And I want you to know that we're big on brand here because you are the brand. You own the brand. You embody the brand. You should be proud of the brand. How many of you are proud of the brand? Good. Excellent. Next, we're going big on social followings, and I've got a lot to share with you on that. We are extremely proud of the growth that we have there, and then I want to talk about hybrid events. Now, I know I've got about 3 minutes, so I'm going to motor through this. When I first came to the company, which is about 10 months ago, I noticed about 100 different versions of the brand. I saw pinks. I saw lots of different colors. I saw things that people didn't like. Look at the brands now. They're all uniform. They're all beautiful. And guess who picked the brand? You guys all picked the brand. You remember this last year, right? So you are the brand. You will continue to be the brand, and you are the biggest representations of the brand. That is what's important about this, is we built this together. Who am I, right? I mean, what's the value of me? What value am I possibly providing? I'm here to collect and distribute really the intelligence of this room, the genius of this room, and move it in the same direction so that we have a clear value proposition to welcome people in, right? Next up, social. Who thinks social is important? Right? Big, big. Okay, take a look at this right here. You're going to see a lot of numbers here, but I'll point out the important one. We have over 60 different channels. So what's happening here, when you go into a different country, you've got Instagram, right? You have it by the business unit. You've got LinkedIn, you've got Facebook, you've got Twitter. 60 channels. The way we're doing social right now is very systemic. It goes in, it goes out at the right time. It's all programmed. Being able to understand how to do social is extremely important. There's a high correlation to how quickly we grow and our social, and what you'll see here is the reason that our social has grown over 60% compared to last year is because of people in this room right now that are posting. So the question I've got for you, are you going to keep posting? Yes, thank you, because once again, you are the brand. And if you look at the second line there for eXp Realty, that's up 80%. So you really are the brand. Now I'm going to talk in the last minute and 46 seconds I have about hybrid events. So we've had to really rethink how we're doing events. And we've got what I would consider to be kind of 3 different waves. I'll talk about shareholders in a minute, but we've got the great events that we have right now. I remember, Brent, the first event that I went to was the event you had last year in July. I think it was July 31st. It was in Scottsdale. And I remember specifically meeting with Rob and Gene, and I think somebody called me Corporate Courtney. Do you remember this? It's really weird. I was like, I don't know who that is, but she sounds like she sucks. I don't want to hang out with her. So I think it's really important to know that that's not what I do, right? What I do is I'm here to serve you. But what's important about this event is you're going to see it happening again, and it's really important to show up to these events. And you've got lots of options, because as you saw Brent coming in here yesterday, we're doing more things with the Cordones. We're going to be doing a challenge with them. Brent's having the Scottsdale event coming up, and we've got shareholders coming up. And shareholders will be, with the last 50 seconds I have, one of the biggest events that we have, and here's why. I got a lot of flack, I'd say, over the last 10 months about the fact that we wouldn't have speakers that would say represent everyone in the room, that maybe it didn't always resonate. This is the most diverse group of speakers that I've ever seen. You'll notice some people on here, but it's going to be awesome, and it's going to represent the people in this room, and that's what's important, because when you listen to these folks, I want everyone in here to be able to connect with somebody. That's extremely important. And these hybrid events, whether you're going to the Brent event, whether you're going to a Mexico event, whether you're going to a virtual challenge with Grant Cardone, it's important that you show up. So be brave, be the brand, and show up.
Thank you, Courtney. Woo! She's changed our marketing forever. Thank you, Courtney.